communication that brings you closer. Last time, we talked about love languages, about the unique ways we each express and receive love. Learning each other's love language can be transformational, but it's only part of the journey. To make those love languages truly resonate, we need something deeper: clear, honest communication. Imagine if you knew exactly how to show love to your partner, but couldn't express your thoughts, emotions, or needs effectively. It's like having the perfect ingredients without the recipe to bring it all together. When couples communicate openly and clearly, they're able to go beyond just speaking love languages. They're able to create a shared understanding that makes every gesture, every effort, truly count. But without strong communication, even the best intentions can fall flat, leading to misunderstandings and missed connections. It's not just about talking. It's about creating a space where both of you feel safe, valued, and genuinely heard. Let's look at a real-life example to see how this can play out and how communication can bridge that gap. Meet Sarah and Tom. They've been together for 6 years, and while they know each other's love languages well, small arguments kept cropping up. Life got busy, and instead of heartfelt conversations, they were reduced to brief exchanges or quick texts. Sarah's love language is quality time, and she felt disconnected without moments of real conversation. Tom, on the other hand, needed words of affirmation but was too exhausted at the end of the day to ask for it. This disconnect was subtle but began to weigh on them until they realized they had to focus on how they communicated. One evening, they decided to sit down without distractions and talk about what they both needed. They discovered that Tom needed 10 minutes to unwind when he got home, while Sarah needed a little conversation each night to feel connected. They made a simple agreement. Tom would take those 10 minutes, then they'd spend a few moments catching up. This small shift not only met each other's needs, but also deepened their connection. By prioritizing each other's needs through open communication, they found themselves speaking each other's love languages more naturally. What Sarah and Tom experienced is common. Studies show that couples who consistently share their thoughts, feelings, and needs feel more satisfied and secure in their relationships. One of the most effective ways to nurture this connection is through active listening. When we actively listen, we're not just hearing words, we're tuning into the emotions, intentions, and needs behind them. It's about being present and genuinely engaging with our partner's thoughts, creating that safe space where they feel seen and heard. So how do we bring this level of openness and clarity into our own relationships? Start by setting aside a regular time to have uninterrupted, meaningful conversations. Sit down without distractions, phones off, no TV, and let each other speak without interruption. Show you're engaged by making eye contact, nodding, or giving gentle cues that say, "I'm listening." Simple? Maybe. Powerful? Definitely. You'd be amazed at the depth that 5 minutes of undivided attention can bring. Another technique to consider is reflective listening. When your partner shares something, try reflecting back what they've said instead of responding immediately. If your partner says, "I'm feeling overwhelmed with work and home life," you could say, "So, you're feeling like it's a lot to handle all at once?" This approach clarifies understanding and helps prevent misunderstandings before they can even arise. And remember, communication is a two-way street. Being open about your own feelings is equally important. Real intimacy grows when both partners feel free to express themselves, even when it feels vulnerable. By sharing what's truly on your mind, you're not only expressing yourself, you're inviting your partner to do the same. Imagine making small efforts to communicate this way each day. Just a few minutes of intentional, uninterrupted conversation. Over time, this habit creates a foundation of trust and openness. It's these little moments that build a secure relationship where both partners feel truly valued and connected. If you're finding these insights helpful, think about joining us on this journey by subscribing to the channel. Every week, we explore ways to build a stronger, more fulfilling relationship. And if you have your own tips or experiences with how communication has deepened your relationship, share it in the comments. You might inspire others on their journey. Now that we've uncovered the role of communication, we're ready to dive even deeper. Love languages and open communication are essential, but what happens when conflict arises? In the next chapter, we'll explore how to approach disagreements and challenges in a way that brings you closer rather than pushing you apart. We'll talk about handling conflicts constructively, turning them into opportunities for growth. So stay tuned, and together, let's continue building the relationship you truly desire.